Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, it's episode 2 of what is it called, breaking down subscribers gameplay. That's right. Okay, we have another Fortress hardpoint. Unfortunately I wanted to break down a different map, but this gameplay was quite interesting. I watched it through, and yeah, we're gonna be reacting, breaking it down, and showing you guys what I think this individual, this subscriber, could have done better. I believe he was platinum, and yeah, he was going for the bit of the slaying role in this game. And yeah, I mean, he played really well, but there's definitely some things I picked up on, and I think you guys can hopefully learn from. So let's get right into it. Starting off, he goes through, jumps down, takes out the first guy. Great. Now he's playing the aggressive SMG role. Now what he wants to do here is, I really like what he's trying to do, is go through the middle, go through, cut through the lane. Now he's going to essentially try to pinch the players on the hill and just get kind of ahead. But unfortunately, he gets taken down. That happens, man. That happens at the beginning of the map. It is one of those breaks that is quite risky, and if it does get executed, it's very, very rewarding, but it doesn't get executed. Now here, I would say, is his first mistake, in my opinion. This might be a long video, not because a lot of mistakes, but I like to be very critique. I like to break down every single individual bit just to hopefully help you guys out. So starting off here, it's just one of those challenges that I see a lot of players do, and in my opinion, I don't agree with, right? Just think about it this, okay? This is such a careless play in terms of you don't really think about what's going to happen. Because look at this, he's got an SMG in hand, he's running with his knife out, his teammates all just died here, and he's just blindlessly jumping out. Now, this challenge here is one of those ego challenges that we all do. I'm very, very guilty of this. It's just one of those ego challenges where you come around this corner. Now, realistically, if there's an AR there, you're getting beams 9 out of 10 times if they're a decent player. So this is just one of those challenges where I don't really like pushing this way with an SMG. I feel like you're really exposing yourself, and it's very difficult. So again, just a very small thing, but I feel like if you are trying to improve and you're an SMG player in this scenario, your team's all dead. If you don't have map control, I wouldn't push this right side because they're probably going to be there. It worked out in this case. Again, very lucky, but I don't think that's a very kind of consecutive and reliable way to play. I feel like for more results, what I would do here is go up these stairs, go through kind of the bottom map area, because right here, imagine you were here instead, right? You can shoulder this door and you have a lot more kind of gaps, a lot more areas to finesse instead of just coming through this way. I mean, obviously, again, it works out in this regard, so we'll let it through. Goes through, takes out this guy. Now, if that guy was a better player, in my opinion, he would have taken him out. Like right here, this guy should be winning this gunfight. The fact that he waited for 2 seconds before he even reacted, obviously, I'm going to call this guy, who's this guy? Hunter? All right, we're Hunter for today. So Hunter's gameplay, again, thank you for submitting it in. So in this case, it kind of worked out for you, Hunter, but honestly, I don't think that's a very reliable way, a very consistent way. I like the play here to flank, to try to break the hill, get the spawns. Everything you're doing here is really well. One thing I have noticed, again, is your movement seems slightly flat. I don't know if you're not playing with ATS on. I don't personally play on ATS, but I have I forgot what it is, to be honest, the sprint one. I've got a settings video out, but I do have the single tap sprint, I think it is. So when you tap your stick once, you basically go into the automatic tap sprint. Now, one thing I'm noticing here, what I would love for you to do in this scenario is, I feel like you're not going inside this castle, and I'm not sure why. I feel like you're scared to go in this castle in this moment. With 6 seconds left, right, you're going to the left hand side, your teammate's there. Now, first of all, your teammate's watching this left side, so you either push out to help him. Again, you have an SMG. Where you're sitting now, I wouldn't mind if you had an assault rifle, but because you have an SMG, I want you to be a bit more up close and personal. You either push aggressive, like sit in this corner here so that you're watching these 2 lanes very, very close, and that way you have a bit more kind of impact on the game. Or if you're going to play in the back line, that's absolutely fine, but because you have a teammate right here, I'd love for you to get involved a bit more on the right hand side, or even go through middle. Honestly, if you go through middle, through the castle, like again, you're backing off, you've got 2 teammates here, so essentially 3 of you watching the left, but you basically have no intel on this castle. Like, if that guy in the castle, instead of jumping through here, if he went through the back window, he probably would have got a free kill. Now, a new hardpoint's pop, you're watching the front, which I'm okay with. You spot this guy there, really good shots, go through. Nice movement there, it's a great pro, and you're going to challenge the second guy, which I'm okay with. He's sniping, you get a good kill. Perfect, you take him out. Now, the opponents you're going up against, I don't think they were amazing, I'll be honest with you, so you can only beat what's in front of you, but there's some things I can see. What my point is, I don't think your gun skill is a platinum. I think from what I'm seeing, your gun skill could potentially be even diamond, maybe even up to crimson, so there's no reason why you should be in platinum. Now, in terms of gun skill. So the reason why I think you might be stuck in platinum is because of your game sense, your movement, all that other stuff, which I think is very easy to work on. So we'll hopefully be able to help you out by the end of this video. Now, I think a lot of people might be stuck in the same scenario, to be honest. I see a lot of people shooting, and you guys shoot straight, man. It's not about your accuracy, which I think a lot of people focus on. At the end of the day, there's so many more factors that can contribute to your rank. So this is a perfect example where I don't think your accuracy is a problem. I think you have a really good shot, man. So it might be your other aspects. You go through 40 seconds left, you're going to watch the back here, you take this guy out. Okay, that's unlucky. I mean, you got some good shots off, nothing you can really do about that. That's just one of those where obviously you want to hope to win that more than you don't, but yeah, it is what it is, man. I can't really control that. Going through. Okay, so in terms of map awareness, I don't mind this. I like the play, I like the grenade play. You're going to go through, you're going to finesse, you're going to make him one shot. Now, just to kind of blindside here, something I don't like, with 25 seconds left, right, you have to be thinking, what I'm noticing so far is, in my opinion, lack of game awareness. So 25 seconds left, 30 seconds left. In this situation, what you want to do is you want to, in an ideal world, trap your opponent's hair. The new hardpoint is on the other side of the map, so you want to basically spawn them here. You want to keep them trapped here. Now, in order to do so, you essentially have to block this spawn and let your opponent spawn there and essentially leave them there. So you see the guy right there, 25 seconds. I'm actually okay with you not challenging him and basically backing off. So you pushing through here, you made him one shot, great. Now, in this scenario, again, the second you commit to this gunfight and you go for that kill, all you're going to do is give them the spawns, essentially. So you may get a kill on the board, but you're not really helping your team, in my opinion. You go through, you get one, and now what you've essentially done is block the spawn here. You flip the spawn. Now, they're probably going to spawn P1, I would assume, depending on where your teammates are. But I can see your teammates have also died. So now you've basically given them the new spawn just by pushing that one gunfight. You're going to go through again. You're getting some really good shots off your movements well in terms of gunfights. I think you can improve on your overall movement. I'm not seeing any dives or slides, which we'll get into in a second, to do with your attack sprint. But look right here. So you're playing against a platinum lobby. You've clearly got the gun skill. You're on 6 kills, right? You're leading your lobby. But some of those kills I just don't think are very impactful. Now, there's a difference between slaying and kill whoring. I'm not saying you're kill whoring, but some of those kills I don't think were very beneficial and can come across as a bit more kill whory, where they're just not really helping you out. But you go through, I like the movement here, that sniper, that guy's kind of trolling, you go through, you take him out, and again, you're getting bailed out at this level because of your gun skill, which I think is a good thing. It shows that you do have a good gun skill. But I think when you get into higher lobbies, higher kind of diamonds, maybe crimsons, it may be a bit difficult if your positioning isn't there in your awareness. In terms of gun skill, I think you can compete with a lot of players, to be honest. I like your gun skill. It looks very smooth. Your movement seems nice. And yeah, that's what I mean. You're kind of frying. And a lot of people message me, not message me, but in the comments as well. And I do get some DMs saying, oh, I top frag my lobby, but I lose the games. Why? I'm getting costed. And yes, I agree to an extent because I play solo queue. You guys know that. But at the same time, man, I think you have to look at more than just slaying. I think it's about positioning, slaying, how impactful are your kills. It's not just about the scoreboard. And this is one of those examples where I think, I'm pretty sure that Hunter does win this game, but I'm talking about more consistent basis. I think this is one of the examples where it's not necessarily about the number of kills, but it's about the importance of where the kills are. How are you affecting the team? Is it having a positive effect? And sometimes you'll see with a split decision how you can make the game, you can literally change the whole outcome of a game just by 1 or 2 small decisions that we're going to go through now. So going through here, and the new hard point to pop, you're up by about 35 points. Let's see how you approach this. You know your teammates in the hill. There's probably a guy in the top area. So I want to see how you approach this. You go through, you take out this guy. There's a guy on your left here. Jump around the corner. Okay, I like the play so far. You're playing very, very confident, which I always going to like here. Going through. And yeah, I think your centering can be slightly improved. I think your centering isn't the best, maybe one of the worst attributes of your game, which I've seen. Considering how good your shot is and your movement when you're shooting, if you can improve your centering, you'll be a real threat, honestly. You have really good play. I like your gun skill a lot. I like the way you maneuver your gun skill as you're playing. So like your drop shots, your kind of finesse in the craft, your jump shot, drop shots, all that is very, very good. You go through again, snipers there, you're going to finesse, you're going to move out the way. So yeah, gun skill is amazing. Work on your centering. I think will very that's not English. I think it will really benefit you. Yeah, man, that's one kind of factor I found already. I think at the lower level you get away with it. I think a lot of these gunfights you're just better than your opponent, so you're going to win it. But I'm trying to train you to get out of platinum. I think you have gun skill of a diamond, and you have the awareness potentially of a platinum, which is why you might be stuck there. I believe you did say it's your first Call of Duty, so I am interested if you can comment down below what you played before, because I can tell you've got that kind of FPS background already. It just doesn't look like this is your first shooting game. Definitely your movement's good, your overall finesse is pretty good, man. So yeah, like, even right there, you're frying a lot of these opponents, but there must be a reason why you're in platinum, and I can see from your gameplay that you're on 21 kills, and this is obviously one of those games where you're just outslaying your opponents. But I think there's so many situations where against better players, I think they definitely could kill you. Now, that might not be your fault. That might be just playing to your opponent, so you're doing things you wouldn't normally do. But obviously, that's the only thing I can kind of judge this on. So 35 seconds left on this hill. You see, you go through again. You're going to push through. And there's a lot of these challenges, which I wouldn't recommend as an SMG, but you're winning them because the opponents aren't as good. So that can be a bad habit. You do want to get into a good habit of challenging things where, you know, like, for example, this gunfight here, like going through this alleyway. If you do this in a diamond lobby, like I'm going up against Crimsons right now, and every time I try to do this, I get absolutely gunned. Not even like by skill level, just by fact of pure positioning. If I go into these little gates here with an SMG, I'm getting gunned off the hill. So somebody on the hill is gunning me. So it's just one of those things where it works in these lower levels, but as you progress, as you get higher, you want to start to adapt that. You want to start to change that and become, you want to do things that are going to have higher chance of success at any level. But I think right now, your gun skills definitely bailing you out. We're going to go through to the next hard point here, up by 50 points. Let's see what we can do in terms of positioning and try to really break down the game and not just talk about how good you are at slaying. So we're going to go through, we take out one. It's a good play there. Now, I want to tell you one thing that I think you could do better, right? Is I think because you've clearly got more gun skill than your opponents, I want to see you be more ratty, more finessey, more flanky, and try to make those high skilled plays that the best players in the world do. Like right here, I don't want to see you. This is what I would love to see you do. As you push through and you back off and you kill one, right here, instead of backing off and going through this tunnel with your team, I would like to see you, as you jump out the window, I'm going to show you again. So as you jump out the window, I would kill this guy, look to the right, try to finesse, try to go through maps, try to jump through, because your teammates have got the spawns. Your teammates are blocking the spawns. They're doing the dirty work in terms of holding the spawns. You're essentially the slayer for the team right now. So instead of slaying in positions that aren't as impactful, push out, basically cut the lanes, like go through. I would love for you to push through middle, go through middle, get a kill, basically spawn them all the way at the back of P3 and essentially push the lanes out. What you're doing now is you're compacting backwards and you're basically going through with your teammates. But because you're being that slayer, I would love for you to play flank, be a bit more adventurous on your routes, because you clearly got the gun skill to win these games. You're going to go through here, you do have your equipment to work with, and that's just one of those situations. Again, it's like, I don't think you're really planning where you think your opponents are going to be. In a situation like this, they know you're going to push through this side. That's exactly why I thought it might be more beneficial for you to push through middle. But right now, they know you're going to push through here. So first of all, we need to be chucking our stuns, chucking our nades over, and trying to finesse. You essentially want to be on the right side of this truck. You do not want to be on the left side of this truck here. Let's rewind just slightly more. Because you know you've got an SMG in hand. Like 9 out of 10 times, right? Where do you guys think they're going to be in the hill? If you guys want to pause this and just think, right, where can they be in the hill? My guess will be in the truck. That's my first guess. But before we get into that truck and kind of section that area off, let's go to the right hand side. Let's see if they're on the right of the truck, because if they're not there, then we know they're definitely in the truck and then we can make our move. But you standing on the left hand side here, pre-aiming this area, again, 9 out of 10 times you're gonna have somebody standing here with an AR, somebody standing top maps with an AR, somebody standing around there. This area is always going to be closed off, especially in the higher lobbies. So the fact that you're going through, you're kind of watching with an SMG on the wrong side of things isn't a positive thing there. That guy did snipe you. If he had an assault rifle, would have been the exact same result. You're going through, you're still spawning them out here, but 45 seconds. I want to see you use your equipment. I'm hoping you use your equipment here. Let's see what you do. You go through again. Okay, so you do use your equipment, but I think again it's just one of those things where it should be the first instincts as you come around the corner. I mean, I'm glad you did use your equipment, but it should be one of those first instincts thing. You've got a teammate here, right? This is important because a lot of you guys don't play solo queue only. Like me, I play solo queue, but you guys have teammates. So right here, you should be telling your teammate's in green, right? You should be talking to him, because I know you got comms. But like, look, chuck your stun, chuck your nade, and you should both spam it at the same time. So you go through, because you chucking it now, although it's really beneficial, realistically, you're not going to get the result until this guy's already dead. This guy's already challenged it now, so you've hit the trophy system. Now your teammate's going to go in, and again, he's by himself. You're kind of relying on individual gunfights. What you want to do is you want to be pushing as a team. Let's see how this one plays out, then I'm going to show you what I mean there. Okay, so right here, you're going as a team. You want to be going as a team instead of individuals. So right here, you two are playing together. So if you're playing with someone, you want to be breaking this as a team. There's no reason why he should be all the way on the right and you should be here by yourself. He won this gunfight, but let's just say he lost that gunfight. You are now in a 1v1. You should make this a 2 versus 1 gunfight. You should go together. You should either slide in first, or he should push first, or as he's pushing, at least as he's pushing, you should, in my opinion, go through the left, cut the lane off, or push through the right with him. I mean, I don't mind what you're doing here. You're kind of cutting the lanes off, and you do end up winning the trade. I just think it's a little bit less consistent. As right now, you see, if that guy did kill you, then they would have got the control of the hill. But another thing I want to speak about is the spawns. I feel like in this situation, there is 3 of you going. Now, this guy's got an assault rifle, so just a point on your teammate. Hopefully, this can help you out as well if you are playing together. In my opinion, your teammate right there doesn't need to commit. He could just back off. He should be the one watching over you with an assault rifle. Try to use your gun to your advantage. He should be holding the spawns here, watching this back area. But what happens is he dies. You're now in a 1v1. You get one. You push through. You know he's on the hill. You take him out. Now, as soon as you take him out, look where your teammates are spawning. Your teammates are spawning all the way out. If I was you straight away, what I would do in this situation is get into the truck straight away. I don't know if that's what you do, but let's kind of see what happens. So you're watching the wrong way straight away again. Something, yeah. So this is why I kind of said to get in the truck in this situation. Pushing through, you take out one. As soon as you take him out here, you got to look at the minimap, right? Notice my teammates are spawning gate. What does that mean for me? It means they're going to be spawning P2 as a fact. It's a guarantee they're going to be spawning back P2. Now, most of the time, as I mentioned, you want to be chucking your nades and your stuns over. You know there's no trophy here. So eventually someone's going to be chucking equipment over. That's why I would personally get into the truck, get into some cover. That's just a really good nade, but it's a very predictable nade. Something that you could have avoided. They're probably looking at the scoreboard like, oh, I'm frying, man. How's this game so close? Again, I think you're doing well in the kill department, but because your team's not got map control, some of these kills are definitely useless. Like right there, you absolutely popped off. You got like 4 kills. Again, another 2-piece, really good shot. Something I just want to really address before we get into this shot here is although you're doing amazing, like that hill, you got like maybe 5 kills altogether, whatever. You guys only got maybe 20, 25 seconds, where I definitely think this could have been a 45 to 50 second hill. You had the spawns, you had everything under control. But going through this new one, you take out one. I love this movement here. I love the drop shot. I feel like you have a scuff or something, because this isn't like a default controller, default thing. You either place claw or you have a scuff. I can see you do use your right whatever this is to use your stun grenade. That is obviously unique. So yeah, maybe you have a special controller setting. I don't know what you do, man, but I love the way you drop shot there. Really smooth, great play. You go through, take out one. Yeah, so anyone trying to improve, that was great play right there. He gets 2, he's going to push through, reload. Again, just a small thing, but something that you did really well here. You didn't reload in the open. You waited till you get into cover. As you get into cover, you start to reload, you start to push through. And again, same kind of concept here though. Your teammates all in the hill. There is no reason why 4 people should be in this hill, because let me tell you why. I think a lot of people think, oh, we're all in the hill, it's good, we're playing as a unit, we're more compact, but it could not be more opposite. Just think about it this, right? One person comes through this gate, one person comes through here, 2 people come through there. You have 4 people. As soon as they get 1 kill and back off, you essentially have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 different areas that where your opponents can come from, and only 3 of you to look through there. So now you're in a situation where you're 3 versus 4, right? As soon as they get the first kill, you're 3 versus 4. Now, let's just say you get the first kill. That's fine, because all they have to do is wait for their reinforcement. So I like this play, you pushing out. That's exactly what you're going to do. You don't want to be caught in the middle there. You push out. You know somebody's going to be on the left here. I'd like to see you center onto them. Okay, you got your dead silence popped. Now, just a thing for you guys to know, right? When you reset your attack sprint in this situation, all you have to do is dolphin dive. Once you dolphin dive once, your attack sprint resets itself. So right here, you're not resetting your attack sprint, and it's making you a lot slower than you could be. Your shot's great. You push through, you take him. Okay, that's just unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. One thing I would say is potential trigger discipline, what you could have had here. So you're going through, right? You got dead silence. There's no need to panic shoot right here, because as you see right now, you're gonna start shooting. Then he gets behind the wall. Now, once he's behind the wall, you've given him the edge on you. So you push through, and that is why you got turned on there. It's nothing to do with your skill. It's all about trigger discipline. In my opinion, right here, you got the dead silence. There's no need to shoot. Go around this corner, pre-aim this guy, because you know his teammates might be with him. Go through, take your time. So right here in a better situation, as you're going through, you're getting that kill, and now you're ready for this second gunfight. Instead, you did get killed, and you've given them the spawns. That's another massive factor. Because you had no one on this hill, that's not necessarily your fault, to be honest. You wanted an assault rifle player there. Maybe your teammate could help you out. That he is an AR player, but I don't see him playing the spawn. So right there, you guys are playing together. Maybe to your teammate, look, I think if we want to advance, you should play the spawns a bit more. I think it would definitely help you out. And that's just one of those examples where you guys had map control. You've given so much pressure to the opponents, and they've actually broken the hill in 15 seconds. So 15 seconds ago, you guys had 4 down, you had 4 set in the hill, you guys were looking good, and within 20 seconds, you guys have lost the hill and the spawns, all because your teammate didn't really hold the back there. So sometimes you do need somebody holding the back there, just to make sure you're guaranteeing those spawns. No matter how many kills you are going to get, it's always going to be the case that the spawn is always going to win. And just like this, you're kind of maneuvering around middle, but it's not a lot of use here. You need to be in the action, you need to push through. And I'm going to speak about one thing, because I'm assuming you get everyone here. Okay. No, I've noticed a mistake here, a big mistake in my opinion. 35 seconds left here, and this is a situation where you want to control spawns earlier on. So with 38 seconds here, I don't mind you pushing the back, because you feel, right, the front's a bit difficult to get in, but you need to go through these stairs, and you need to make a play towards the hill right now. With 33 seconds left here, you're not worried about the spawns. At this point, you're just worried about the hill, trying to get some scrap time. Even this whole kind of 10 seconds here is very, very useless. You're going through, you're trying to find somebody in this middle map, but realistically, let's say you get a kill here. It doesn't matter. This is such a useless kill. You're trying to find somebody here, but you want to be really fighting for the hill. You always want to be fighting for something, either hill or map control. You fighting in this area is useless, because this is the area you don't really want this kind of time on the hill. With 25 seconds left, you don't even want this area. You want to be progressing, you want to be rotating. So you either get on the hill or you start to rotate. So now there's about 15 seconds that you've wasted, and now you're going to go to the back, exactly the same as the first rotation. 20 seconds left, and look where you are. You find yourself on these back stairs again. Now P3, I'm assuming that the opponents get control of it because of this misplay. So you're going to go through, and yeah, sure, you might get a 2-piece. It might look good in the kill feed. You might even get these next 15 seconds, but I'm going to bet that your opponents get the control of the hill. Let's see how this one plays out. Your teammate dies. Again, there's 2 of you guys on the old hill with 10 seconds left. This is a problem. Your assault rifle teammate should be rotating as a priority, but even you right here, you're going to leave it to it. And just like that, as I mentioned, you guys are not going to have spawns. 7 seconds left now against a team of diamonds or crimsons right now. I can guarantee they'll probably get 45 to 50 seconds just because they got a massive setup. But maybe this time it works out for you. But even here against his team, which you're clearly better than, you're clearly outslaying them, you can see, look at the kill feed. 5 go down for your team. Now, what that means, it doesn't mean lack of gun skill. It means lack of preparation, lack of rotation, lack of information for the team. You don't have information of where the opponents are going to be. And the lack of information only happens when you don't rotate. Now, look where you're spawning, right? You're spawning back here. You've got 30 kills. I'm glad that you brought up the scoreboard here, because this is a perfect example. A lot of people right here are thinking, oh my God, my team's on 13, I'm on 30. These guys are shit. How are we not winning? But there's so many small factors that you're not even considering. Yes, you've got 30 kills. Yes, you're outslaying them. You're clearly more talented. But these small decisions that you're making that are very, very minuscule in the moment are definitely having a negative effect on the team. I'm not saying you're the one costing, because without you, you'd probably be maybe 60 points down because you're absolutely frying them. But there's definitely decisions like right now, look at the timer, right? 10 seconds gone. You haven't even gone close to the hill. You haven't even gone close to the first round of gunfights because of how far you spawned away. This is why I think spawn is so important. Now you're going to go through your first wave. Let's see how this one plays out. Going to jump on through. Again, sorry, excuse me. Again, the lobby you're going up against is not very good, because right here, somebody should be watching this right side. I don't know why no one's watching it. You should be dead right here. You shouldn't be allowed a free entry in, but again, that's not your fault. You can only kind of play what's in front of you. I like this finesse here to go through, try to get to the back, but again, I don't know how they let you through, and this, I don't know where you even came from. That was such a trolly play. But the fact that you guys are going to lose the lead right now is just a disgrace to like how good you're playing. Is so unfortunate. Like, you should not be losing this game at all. And it just shows that there's a lack of communication, lack of teamwork, all these stuff that the reason I'm kind of going on about it so much is because this is clearly a good player. Hunter's clearly a very talented player, great gun skill. He's able to put up numbers. I think he should definitely be a diamond player. But due to lack of preparation, lack of rotations, and just kind of mindlessly pushing certain areas, your gun skill isn't able to bail you out of this situation. And you'll now find yourself down by 25 points, when in reality, you should be putting these guys in the 100-point club because you're absolutely frying them. So you're going to go through here. You know what? We're going to forget about that P3, chalk it up. I like this play. You know what? We've given them a lot of time. 15 seconds left. Let's call it a day. Let's rotate and see if we can lock down the new hard point. Go through, take out one. Going to back off here. See what you can do. Reload, go through. You pre-aim the right. As you're going around, you take him out. Great movement. You're always moving while jumping. So you're always jumping while shooting. You're at the drop shot and jumping. Again, great play. Your teammate clearly loves the hill. Your teammate is a fan of the hill. In my opinion, whip out an SMG, man. Play the hill guy. This guy, I don't think he should be the AR. If he is an AR, that's fine. But in my opinion, he doesn't take up any power spots from what I'm witnessing. No shots to your teammate, just trying to help you guys as a duo. I feel like if he's going to sit here, again, it's okay with an assault rifle, but I think you definitely need an AR player to play that kind of more passive role and be the kind of role filler, because your teammate clearly loves the hill, which is obviously a great attribute to have, but at certain times, I think the spawn's a lot more important and let somebody else get on the hill. Because right now, you're looking on the minimap, and I can see two people essentially on the hill, one in the front, and I'm seeing a big gap on the other side of the map here, which I'm assuming does get broken into. So you're going to push through, you're going to back off. That's just bad timing. But again, you don't really want to be like right here in the situation. You want to be finessing. So in my opinion, I would say go through the front, go through the right hand side, try to hunt out enemies. You are clearly a good slayer. You need to be hunting out enemies. What you're doing here is you're getting your back towards the hill. You're going towards the hill here. Now, even if you get inside here, again, you're playing very compact. The same situation we had on the P2, where you guys are all playing in the hill, relying on trades. But what happens is your teammates start to suffocate you, and they start to get more map control. This is bad timing, one of the situations where you can't really control. But yeah, I definitely think if you can play around, try to finesse more, because now you can see literally exactly what's happening. Within seconds, because you die and your teammates maybe aren't as good, they're going to start getting taken out. And just like that, only because your teammate gets a two-piece, you're able to win that rotation. But in a lot of times against better players, if you guys play like this, you'll probably lose the rotation and the game, because you guys are playing very compact. Something I wanted to notice as well is that a lot of people, when you guys drop comments saying about kills, you have to notice just because you're doing the kills doesn't mean you're making the right play. And I think you can get in your own head sometimes. You can think, right, if I'm getting the most kills, I'm clearly playing well, it's all my teammates' fault. Now sometimes I 100% agree your teammates can cost you, but this is kind of yeah, a general rule I have is like, look back at your gameplay, try to think, right, is there a reason why we're losing? Not talking about like, is there anything I could have done better? I think that's a really good question to ask yourself. Even if you top frag the lobby, could I have done better? Is there certain situations, certain routes, certain spawns I could have read, could have done better? I think that way would definitely help you improve. We go through, okay, 50 seconds left. You guys managed to take the lead from that hard point. You're going to go through. This guy's out in the open, looking clueless. I see you go through the corner. You take out one, take out two. Good aggression there. So you're clearly a very aggressive player. Your natural role is obviously the slaying SMG role, which is a very fun role to have. And yeah, you're doing your job, man. 36 kills. This gameplay was not to kind of, you know, crucify you in any way, man. I think you're a great player, but I definitely think that you are too good to be in platinum. And yeah, I think generally you're too good for a lobby if you're kind of double stacking. If you've got like 36 kills, if you're getting more double kills, more than double of your teammates' kills at a regular basis, that means you're clearly too talented to be in that lobby. And yeah, it's your game skill, or something is off about you besides your gun skill. Because you're going through, you clearly got the gun skill. I would say again, you want to try to add a bit more finesse, a bit more flair to your gameplay. Right here, when you're in a gunfight, your finesse is amazing, but when you're out of a gunfight, your movement is very basic. So you go through again, you see him absolutely snap on him. I would like to see you dolphin dive, just little things. Like right here, as you're approaching this ledge, like dolphin dive there. Don't jump, dolphin dive, reset your attack sprint and get to that ledge a bit faster. So right here, if you guys don't know, if you dolphin dive about here, what happens is you smack your legs off this ledge. As you bounce back, you get your attack sprint. Instead, what happens is, look, you don't have your attack sprint. Now, these extra 2 to 3 seconds you're waiting to get on the hill can start to add up, man. So right now, instead of being here, you probably would have already been here. It doesn't seem like a big difference, but when it happens constantly in a game, it definitely makes a difference. You go through, jumping around corners, great play. You're going to check that amazing play. I want to kind of show everyone how you won that gunfight. Going through here, it's just a process of elimination at this point. So you're going to go through, you're like, right, where's my opponent going to be? He's probably going to be inside the right side. So you jump around the corner, get ready. Okay, he's not there. Right, I'm going to jump around the corner. As I jump around, I'm going to center into this van here. That's exactly what you do. As you bounce, as you arrive, you're going to jump again, take him out, push through, great play. Now, you don't have much health to work with, so I think it's going to be a similar situation where I can see a grenade or stun taking you out, push through. Yeah, it's just one of the situations where you're kind of desperately chucking your grenade. Not much for you to do. One thing I would say is what people are afraid to do is that people are afraid to get off the hill to slay around. And me personally, I don't mind that. So right here, if I'm you, I think a play as an alternative play could be tuck yourself in this corner. To be honest with you, man, I think you could tuck. You know, realistically, you're going to die in the next 5 seconds. Instead of dying and guaranteeing your death, I would tuck yourself in a corner, wait maybe 10 seconds, let your opponents try to set up, and then try to get a kill or two. That way, you're probably going to die anyways, but at least you're taking out some more people with you instead of kind of dying, and now you're going to spawn at the back of P2. So you're going to go through. You got kind of a lucky spawn in terms of very close. You only need 15 seconds left. You're going to push through while your teammates on the hill. I like the fact that you're cutting lanes. Great play. Again, try to add some finesse to your game. You know you got the gun skill. Jump on this ledge, jump on this cannon, jump on the van, jump off there. Like just do some more movement. Make it harder for them to see you. Push through. Your stuns and nades should be used here. This is a situation where you should be chucking a stun and a nade through there, or in the cut right there. Like there's no reason why you shouldn't chuck them by now. Just in case you die, you want to make sure you're constantly using them. Your teammates get a 2-piece, you're pushing through, and you're just kind of waiting. You're going to push through again, take him out. Stuns should be chucked here again. This is a situation where you have so much time and you're not using your equipment, which is okay because you know you only need 7 seconds till the win. The precision goes through. You're kind of watching behind your team, which is fine. But again, man, not using the equipment is very dangerous thing to get used to. You don't want to keep that as a habit. You want to make sure you're constantly using your equipment. 245 to 210, you're going to push through. 3 seconds left, you should be able to win the game there. Okay, clean game, man. Clean game. You got 43 kills. First of all, thank you for submitting your gameplay. Second of all, I think you're a great player. My main point is, again, I don't know, maybe last season you were diamond, but I'm pretty sure from your message, from what I remember, you said that you were platinum. I think you should be diamond 2, diamond 2, diamond 3. I think there's certain areas in your game you can add more. I think your centering could be improved, your finesse a bit more outside of gunfights, your movement outside of gunfights. But your overall gun skill and your flair when you're playing, your drop shots, everything is very good. But your map awareness and game skill definitely could be improved. And the fact that you're in Platinum 2, dropping essentially double, you know, your teammates' kills, I think goes to show that you are too good to be in Platinum and you definitely should be in Diamond. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 2 of our subscriber breakdown. If you did, let me know down in the comments what you want me to add next time. And yeah, I'll try to mix it up. We had 2 Fortress hardpoints in a row. I'll make sure the next one's a bit different. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.